Hello, my name is Emma Padelford, and today I'm going to be talking to you about who was the actual person to discover the structure of DNA. So first we're going to focus on Rosalind Franklin and her background information. So she was born on July 25th of 1920. She attended the University of Cambridge. She was an English chemist and an X-ray crystallographer, and her work was devoted to studying DNA, RNA, viruses, coal, and graphite. And there's a picture of her. So next we're going to talk about James Watson. So he was born on April 6th of 1928, and he attended the University of Chicago. He was an American molecular biologist, geneticist, and a zoologist, and he co-authored a paper with Crick about the double helix structure of DNA. And there's a picture of him. Now we're going to talk about Francis Crick. So he was born on June 8th of 1916, and he attended the University College of London. And he was a British molecular biologist, a biophysicist, and a neuroscientist. And he authored a paper with Watson about the double helix structure of DNA. And there's a picture of him. So now we're going to talk about the major discoveries of Franklin. So she took an X-ray photo of DNA, which is what you can see on the side there, and saw its double helix structure. She also built her DNA model with its nitrogenous bases on the inside, and she claimed that that model that she built was the accurate one. Now we're going to talk about Watson and Crick's major discoveries. So together they built models of DNA. They published a paper together that declared that DNA had a double helix structure, and they believed that DNA's nitrogenous bases were actually on the outside of the structure, but they were later proved wrong and very humiliated when they realized that Franklin's model was actually the correct model. Now we're going to move on to how these people connect. So in 1951, Franklin went to England to King's College in London, and here she was upgraded to work in the X-ray crystallographic laboratory for DNA. Watson was searching for a colleague to work alongside him during his research and was able to find Crick and began working with him. Franklin was one of Watson and Crick's colleagues at King's College in London, and both of them gained access to Franklin's X-rays without her permission. So that's kind of how they all connect. So who was really responsible? I think that it was Franklin who was responsible. So some additional info was that Franklin was the one who was actually correct about the model of DNA. She believed that the nitrogenous bases needed to be on the inside of the structure, and because she was correct and the other two were not about this hypothesis, I guess, makes her seem even more likely to have been the one to discover the structure of DNA. And another piece was something that Watson wrote in the double helix, and he stated that the instant I saw the picture, my mouth fell open and my pulse began to race. The pattern was unbelievably simpler than those obtained previously. Moreover, the black cross of reflections which dominated the picture could only arise from a helical structure. So this even further proves that Watson got his idea for the helical structure from seeing her picture. And so furthermore, without Franklin's picture or X-ray of the DNA that she got, neither Crick or Watson would have been able to make their own discoveries in the paper that they published together. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye. So now I'm going to talk about why I believe this. So Franklin was the one who actually made the discovery in the X-rays or photos that she took. However, she was not given the credit she deserved. According to the National Geographic, sexism was the reason why she didn't receive the proper credit. So according to an article published by Gizmodo, both Watson and Crick later admitted that they had been too dismissive over the discoveries that Franklin made, and then they said that her discoveries were actually the ones that led to their own.